Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a little video for you, setting myself up with a couple ways of bending some rebar because, like I said in some other videos, I don't always have the right tools. So some of them I make myself or come up with some sort of an idea. But today I used some scrap metal and made some things that I can bend some rebar with. So in this video, I'm going to be making a plant hanger out of some scrap, kind of a metal art thing. I believe the technical term, if you go buy one at your hardware store, is called a shepherd's hook. And they just hang the hanging flower pots from them. But anyway, I got some scrap metal and we'll put some things together and see what we come up with. To start with, I'll be cutting up these old exhaust pieces I had off my diesel truck and fabricate them so I can use them to bend the rebar I need for my crazy idea. As I have a few different angles and different things to try to get the way I want. Of course, not having all the right tools, you sometimes just have to wing things. I don't have an anvil and some of the other stuff, so I just have to make do with what I have for now. And it's just kind of fun coming up with your own ideas anyway and see what you can create and make. So anyway, we'll see what we can do and make all this work. I hate to speed up a lot of these videos because you miss some of the details in such high speed. However, I will try to cover what I can along the way, as well as provide any extra information I can somewhere in the video or at the end of the video. But if I don't speed the video up and try to make it 20 or 30 minutes, it would end up to be 2 to 3 hours. I hope you enjoy watching and we can enjoy this project together. We'll see how many mistakes I make along the way. We'll go ahead and keep going and see if we can get this project started and see how everything goes together. After I've got these rebar pieces bent for the flower shape, I took a piece off of a wheel hub, cut it off, so I had a little flange piece to mount them to and weld them to, and that's where I came up with my idea for the center of this flower shape. Again, of course, like I said, I'm trying to use all the scrap pieces I can and just see, how everything turns out with doing it all out of the scrap that I had sitting around. At this point, I'm just bending the flower pot hanger, trying to get it in the shape I want and the distances and everything so that everything's uniform. It did take a little bit of time to get my bends and radiuses right and keep the piece straight, everything uniform and together. So here I am trying to get the plant hooks, or technically shepherd hooks, kind of set in place, see where I want them, try to get everything in position, make sure my bends worked out all right. So we'll continue to fit and bend the hooks and kind of follow that idea I had in my head and just kind of see how everything plays out and see if everything turns out the way we want. Before I forget to mention, when I was bending the shepherd's hook, the first two went really good and were fairly straight considering, but as I did the third one, I had tweaked it a little bit, a couple different directions when I was bending it, not being quite as careful. So it took a little more time and it was definitely a pain, but I got it straightened out and everything worked out. Really quick, I should probably shout out to Phoenix for this little bench he built that I've been using quite a bit on this little project, so thanks, Phoenix. Here, as I had put the swiveling hook on the back with the lug nuts, I had welded them in the wrong place to start, so it was not going to swivel, which I had to hurry and quickly fix. Here I'm just putting a point on the end of the hook so it will obviously drive into the ground much easier. And this part took a little while trying to cut and grind it to a point, but we finally got there. On this rear bent stabilizer piece, I tried heating it up to bend it. However, using this smaller vise on my cart did not work out, and I was trying to hurry and finish it, so I ended up cutting it and welding it together. On that note, I'll make sure the next one I build, I take a little more time and I'll make sure I get that bend, as well as I will make it a little bit longer, because as big as this ended up being, I wish I would have made it just a little bit longer to have a little bit more bracing. As always, here is a quick couple shots of the tools and equipment I used to get this project finished up. Stay tuned for more projects to come. I know some of them will be more entertaining than others, but hopefully we'll have a lot of fun along the way. I hope you really enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed putting this project together. I think it's been a lot of fun, and I appreciate all your support. Thanks again so much for watching.